morning, great morning, great morning. Great morning. Share this live, share this morning, this live. Great morning, Shanetta. I see you, Antoinette. Great morning, Sonia, sis. Great morning. I see you chiming in over here on IG. Sophia, Sarana, Joanna. Great morning, Cynthia. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Great morning, great morning. Let's go. It's a new day. Great morning, Hope. I see you. Great morning, Talenthia. Great morning, great morning, great morning. All right, all right, all right. Yes, it is. Headphones, headphones. I need these working in there. Absolutely, sis. I am on the line this morning. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but not that clear.
Not that clear? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I...
That's her T-Mobile.
No, absolutely not. Okay, is that better? No, actually, it's not T-Mobile. It's that I am using, I got all these gadgets going. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I use one of my kids' phones in order to get on this call to make sure that I don't drop Coach Stormy because they are on a different service. And so just trying to get the technology, the Bluetooth and all of that to connect. But to everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate hearing your voice, Coach Stormy, this morning. Thank you so much, sis, for bringing that energy, that fire. I hope that each and every one of you are waking up this morning saying, let's go, let's go, let's go, because it is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. I know without a shadow of a doubt that today is my day. I know without a shadow of a doubt that today is going to be everything that I expected to be because I get up every single day with high expectations. And you have to know that when you know without a shadow of a doubt that the shift is about to happen, when you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are in full control of controlling your destiny, of truly determining the way that your future will actually come out, then you'll get up every single day saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to give a huge shout out to our visionary who we were blessed to hear on this call this morning. I absolutely love it. None other than Coach Stormy Wellington, because I remember literally 4 years ago when she decided, you know what, I'm not going to stay in this dark place. I'm going to pull myself up out of this thing. I'm not going to make any excuses anymore because she realized who she was, ladies and gentlemen, and she got up and she said, let's go. She didn't care who was going to come with her. She didn't care who was going to grab a hold of the thing. But as a result of it today, 4 years later, we have this phenomenal platform in which so many of us are blessed day in and day out, where truly she sets the tone for the entire week, for the week for us to say, you know what, let's get up, let's go, let's get this thing done. Let's wake up and win for real, because when we make a decision to wake up, just like we talked about last week, wake up, wake up. Now what's going to happen is, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get up every single day and you're going to say to yourself, let's go, regardless of what other people may be thinking. And so I give it right back up to you, Coach Stormy. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for being the hardest working woman in our industry that so many of us are now winning in, all because of your fight, all because of your tenacity, all because of your growth. And so I don't take that lightly. And so I'm always humbled and honored to be able to share on this platform every single time that I get an opportunity to speak. I truly am thankful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope for real that you are coming here on this Tuesday. It's Thankful Tuesday, Transformational Tuesday, Take It Back Tuesday. It is your day to make that decision that I'm going to get up and let's go, because Coach Stormy brought the fire yesterday. Yes, she came on here on Monday morning, as Mondays are always the greatest day of the week. I feel just like her, because I remember when I used to dread those Mondays. I remember when I didn't want to have to get up, but I'm thankful because of the fight, literally, and making a decision that, in order to change your situation, you got to change your situation. And so as a result, she kicked it off saying, you know what, stop playing small in life. Too many times we are playing small, but instead we got to realize that if we want big things, because the big is ready, the big is out there waiting for us, we got to stop allowing ourselves to be shifted and swifted in every single different direction, but instead to focus and to get up every single day and to realize that, we are truly in control of the direction that we're going, but we got to get up every day and say, we got to let go of some things in order to let's go to some things. And so when we begin to realize that, ladies and gentlemen, that's when things begin to happen in our life. You see, when you think about what that word is saying, together, let's get this thing done. Why? Because God has given each and every one of us the authority to get up every single day and to take control of the very destination. So God is saying to every single one of us, let's go this morning, because let's means inclusive. Let's means, don't get left out. So you have the opportunity to say, I'm not going to get left out in life. I'm not going to remain in the very same place, because I realize that in order to get to the next level, in order to change my situation, then what I got to do is focus on the now and realize and keep the vision in front of me. And so now when we begin to refuse to be left out of our dreams, you see, too many times what ends up happening is we allow ourselves to remain in the same place. We allow ourselves to settle in life. But when we realize that our desires are definitely worth accomplishing, when we realize that we can accomplish the goals that we were designed to accomplish, when we realize that we deserve to live the best life ever, when we realize that every single thing that has been promised to us, that we're going to get up every single day and we're going to say, let's go to ourselves. We're not going to worry about whether somebody grabs a hold of the vision. We're not going to worry about those that say, let me lock arms with you. But instead, we begin to realize that the reward, ladies and gentlemen, is in the go. You see, when we say, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go, that's that action that's necessary in order to now win. That's that action that's necessary in order to now succeed. You see, when we go, that means that, we know that there's a course. We may not have all the answers, but God is saying, get up and move anyway. Get up and take a step anyway. Get up and step up. Get up and realize that you got to focus on something in order to get this thing done. You see, in Proverbs, he says, look your eyes to directly forward every single day. And the only way for you to get up and go is to know that there is a future, to know that you control the future, to know that without you controlling the future, then guess what? You're going to end up settling and falling for every single thing, just like Coach Stormy was talking about yesterday. So we got to let go of some things in order to now let's go to some things. You see, what we now do today is going to be the very thing that feeds into our next. It's going to be the very thing that now becomes the next destination, that now becomes the destiny that we are in control of creating. And so when I began to realize this, ladies and gentlemen, that destiny is not by chance. It is truly a choice. You see, you got to know that today, on this morning, your destiny is not by chance. It is by the choices that we get up and we make every single day. So we have to ask ourselves, what choices are we doing in order to say, let's go to the next level? What actions are we taking in order to say, let's go to that destination? What things are we doing on a daily basis in order to say, I'm not just going to get into this vehicle. I'm not just going to have this vehicle in front of me. I'm not just going to grab a hold of it, but I'm going to get into that vehicle. I'm going to put my foot on the gas. I'm going to drive that thing forward. I'm going to push and I'm going to say, let's go every single day. And so when I began to realize this, ladies and gentlemen, that truly my destiny was controlled by the choices that I had to make in life, that's when the shift began to happen in my life. Because I began to realize that, you know what, every single thing that I went through, many times in life, we are in control of the things that we go through, but we don't want to accept it. You see, every single pain that we went through when it comes time to bankruptcy and repossession and all of that, you see, it was a result of the choices that we made in life. So therefore, whenever we make those bad choices, there's always going to be a price to pay. But God is saying, I also give you the authority to go out and to make some good choices. I also give you the authority to stay focused. I give you the authority to say, you know what, I am a winner. I am a champion. Let me wake up every single day and say, let's go, not worrying about, who's going to be there with me, not worrying about the people that may tell me no. You see, when we begin to realize that, ladies and gentlemen, when we know without a shadow of a doubt that the next half of our life is truly determined by the things that we do today, that should be the very thing that gets you up every single day and drives you to that next destination. You see, God orders our steps, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely. But I can tell you that we determine our stride. God orders our steps, but we determine our stride. So therefore, that means, you know what? Our stride is our step. So how are you getting up every single day and making those strides? What types of strides are you making in life? How long is that stride? Because when you stride towards something, ladies and gentlemen, that means that you get up every single day as you're saying, let's go. You're moving with intention. You're not just wandering aimlessly, because a person that gets up to say, you know what, I'm striding, I'm going to get up and I'm going to stride towards that thing. That means you know exactly where you're going. It means you may not have all the answers, ladies and gentlemen, but without a shadow of a doubt, you know that the destination is yet for an appointed time. You know that that vision is in front of you, and so you focus on that vision. So I ask each and every one of you today, what does your stride look like? Because I can tell you 3.5 years ago, when Coach Stormy said, let's go, you see, she came to many of us, and she picked up the phone, and she talks about how she picked up the phone and she got relentless and saying, you know what, I am going to call every single person that I know, every single person that I could reach out to. And I remember watching her, and I was like, oh man, I got to pick up the phone again. But I didn't believe it. I was like, no, I don't want any parts of it. Honestly, I thought she was crazy. I said, do you really think that we're about to sip on some tea, that we're about to lose some weight, that we're about to change our life? And so I didn't believe what she was saying when she said, let's go. But when I made a decision, ladies and gentlemen, and see, that's what it starts with. It starts with a decision. When I made a decision that I was going to grab a hold of the vision that I knew was yet for an appointed time, because I know who she is. I know when I said everything that the woman touches turns to gold, it's for real. It's the truth. And so I wasn't stupid, but I can tell you I had a little memory lapse just for a moment when I told her no. I said, well, you go ahead with this thing. But I could tell you that when I made a decision to grab a hold of that vision, and she said, let's go, let's get this thing, let's sip on this tea, let's change some lives. I can tell you, I said to myself, Pam, what is your stride going to look like? Are you going to get into this one too and play around? Are you going to get in this one too and now allow fear to stop you? Are you going to get in this one too and not do the work in order to now create the success that you desire to see happen in your life? So I had to ask myself, what am I going to do? Well, I can tell you that when I made a decision, because our back was not just up against the wall, our back was through the wall, because that pain, that nail was very, very sharp. And so I could tell you that I made a decision that if I was going to go, if I was going to move, that I was going to give it my all, become relentless, literally become unstoppable, grow, become the person that I needed to become in order to attract the people that I wanted to attract in my life in order to now win. And so too many times in life we half step. Too many times in life we don't take the strides that we need to stride with in order to win in life. And so God is saying today, listen, get up and widen that stride. Get up and focus on the vision. Get up and know that as you get up and you say to yourself, let's go, not worrying about the people that are in your life that's not going to support you. You see, when you realize that, that's when the shift is going to begin to happen. And so I had to realize that, you know what, no longer can I begin to continue to do the things that was holding me back in life? Because too many times, that's the reason why we don't allow ourselves to get up every single day and to go, to take the action necessary. See, too many times, number one, we overthink the very thing that God is trying to show us, the very doors that God is opening for us. And so what happens in life is that we don't realize that successful people are quick to make a decision and slow to turn back. Successful people don't allow doubt to stop them. You see, when we begin to overthink the things in life, what ends up happening is that doubt is going to be the very thing that kills the very dreams that we have on the inside of us. It's going to kill our confidence. I lacked confidence in myself. I used to be shy. I wasn't bold. I didn't want to talk to people. All of that. But those were excuses. And so when I began to realize that, you know what, I'm overthinking this thing. What if we get into this thing and I become ignorance on fire? What if I just decide to buy into a vision that's bigger than myself, to allow nothing and no one to get in the way? What if I decide to borrow my coach's belief one more time, not overthink this thing and just go to work? So then I began to realize that when I stopped overthinking the things, then the fear began to go away. The fear that was holding me back, that false evidence appearing real in my life because I allowed it to create realness in my mind. Then I began to realize, you know what? Oh no longer. Pam, stop overthinking it. Because when you overthink things, ladies and gentlemen, now what's going to happen is you're going to start to procrastinate. You see, procrastination, and you can call it cliche, you can call it whatever you want, but for real, procrastination is the assassination of every dream. I know. Why? Because when I allowed that procrastination to creep into my life, when I got up every day and I allowed myself to make excuses, ladies and gentlemen, to allow those excuses to become greater than the desires and the dreams that I had in my life and for my family, then that's when I began to get up every single day and just procrastinate. To say, you know what, there's not enough hours in the day. Well, guess what? Successful people, multimillionaires, billionaires in life, they got the same 24 hours that we have every single day. So it's not a matter of not having enough time. It's a matter of what are we doing with that time in order to now elevate, in order to grow, in order to win in life. So I had to eliminate procrastination because procrastination is one of the deadliest diseases to the success that we want to see happen in our life. And so therefore, procrastination was killing every dream. Procrastination was killing every opportunity. Procrastination was killing the very things that I wanted to see happen in my life. And so when I began to realize that, I realized that, you know what, I'm in control. God is saying, let's go, let's grow. You got to change some things. You got to shift some things. You got to become what I already created you to be, right? Everything that we need is inside of us or around us. So why are we allowing temporary situations, temporary circumstances in order to now keep us from getting the things done in our life that need to happen in our lives? So therefore, we have to realize that, you know what? God is saying today to every single one of us that delay does not mean that we are denied. But too many times we get stuck in the delay. Too many times we begin to think that because things are delayed in our life that we have been denied. And God is saying, listen, get up every single day and tell yourself, let's go. Get up every single day and don't look at what's going on around you or in the situation that you may be in, but instead focus. So that you don't procrastinate, so that you get up and you go every single day. Because when you begin to procrastinate, I can tell you one of the things that I dealt with as I was procrastinating. You see, I wanted it, but it really boiled down to how bad do I really want it? How bad do we really want it? Because what ends up happening is now that procrastination is going to bring about a pretending. You see, I used to pretend. I used to say, you know what? Yes, I'm going to be the next story. Yes, I'm going to see myself on the stage. Yes, I want this. Yes, I want freedom. Yes, I want so many different things. I want to be able to travel the world, all of that. But I literally was living a flat out lie, you know, that private failure and that public success. You see, when we begin to procrastinate, then what's going to happen is we're really not putting in the work that's necessary in order to become who we want to become, in order to achieve what we want to achieve. So when I began to realize that, I said, you know what? I got to get up and I got to go. I got to get up and I got to change some things. So I ask each and every one of you today, what are you doing different in your life in order to now say, you know what? I'm not going to pretend. What if I decide to put in the work? What if I decide to listen? What if I decide to pay attention and to write down my goals and to know that if I get up every single day and I put forth and I create that stride necessary in order to win, then that's when the very shift is going to happen in my life in order to bring about the victory that I want to see. So you got to know that the big is waiting for each and every one of us, just like Coach Stormy said. But in order to get to that big, there's some things that we got to go through. There's some things that we got to go through. It's our process. And so when I realized that every single thing was all a part of my process, I began to be thankful. I began to have that attitude of gratitude. I began to wake up every single day and say, let me smile about this situation, because I began to realize that the greater the challenge, the greater the victory, and it was no longer cliche in my life. I began to really believe that thing. You see, too many times we say things, but we really don't believe things. But when we begin to say the things, and we continue to now say them every single day, just like those affirmations, what's going to happen is they become real for us. They become our reality. They become the very thing that we're living. And those were the things that began to change my life. Whereas a long time ago, many years ago, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I could actually become. I was sitting there pretending to be somebody who I wasn't. But then I realized that, you know what? For real, transparency equals currency. So therefore, Pam, get up every single day. Look at that man in the mirror. Realize the areas that need to change. Realize the areas that need to grow. Stop pretending. Get up and for real do the work and watch the change begin to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So when we realize that, then we're going to get up every single day and we're going to go in order to get to that destination. Another thing that I had to do was I had to realize, and many of you need to realize, don't worry about what other people think. Because that was one of the things that kept me from going. You see, in life, when we realize that our destination for real is in the go, when we get up every single day and we say, let's go, that it's mine for real. When let's means it's yours, all you got to do is get up and own that thing. All you got to do is get up every day and declare that thing and decree that thing and say, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go. I'm going to do the work in order to move forward towards that destination and that dream. So when I began to realize that, you know what? Other people's opinion don't matter. When I began to realize that the no's were all a part of my process and that it didn't really matter whether somebody supported me, whether somebody believed in me, whether somebody agreed with me. You see, every single one of us got to get up every single day and realize that somebody else's opinion will never cut us a check. So therefore, we got to get up and say, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because if God allowed you to dream it, if God allowed you to visualize it, then guess what? It's meant for you to achieve it. But too many times we get caught in the delay and we begin to think that we are denied. But God is saying, you're not denied. Every single promise is yours, but you got to get up and you got to go in order to achieve the very dreams that I placed on the inside of you. Because as we allow those things to stop us, that procrastination, what people think, overthinking that thing, just not doing the very things that's necessary, then it ends up causing a lack of belief in our life. And in order to achieve anything great, you first got to believe. You got to first believe that you are possible. You got to first believe that that goal can definitely become your reality. You got to first believe and know that the work that you're putting in, even though you may be down below the trenches of the trenches, as my husband always says, you got to get down in those trenches and do the work. Because one day, ladies and gentlemen, just like that bamboo tree, that seed that's planted down below the ground, that's watered, that does not sprout up, but you keep on watering that thing, and one day, all of a sudden, boom, it shoots up 5 feet tall, whereas the work was being done, right? Nobody saw that tree, but when it comes out, it's beautiful. When it comes out, it's bright. When it comes out, it springs forward with greatness. And so we got to realize that we truly have to be like that seed and get down and do the work and get down and say, you know what, every single day I'm going to get up and I'm going to go. And so today, on this day, ladies and gentlemen, it's time out for the games. It's time out for playing, because God is placing us in different situations. God is giving us different opportunities. And all he's saying to each and every one of us today is, what will we do with it? Are we going to get up and slumber and sleep and be woke, but yet our eyes are closed? Or are we going to get up and tell ourselves every single day, not wait for somebody else to tell us, but get up and tell ourselves every single day, let's go. Because we got the authority to tell ourselves that, you know what, the big is mine, the big belongs to me, the big is ready. So are we going to grab a hold of that thing, lock arms in order to now accomplish the very thing that God has already given to us? What we need, ladies and gentlemen, is on the inside of us or around us. Are you going to grab a hold of that thing? Are you going to realize that greatness for real is within, which is what I had to do? I didn't believe. No, I didn't. I allowed fear to stop me. I allowed procrastination to stop me. I was that one who overthought everything, ladies and gentlemen, which meant I was paralyzed by fear. And fear will definitely cripple us. Fear will keep us from achieving and becoming all that we were created to be. You know, see, I allowed the opinions of others to stop me. And as a result, I didn't believe. But I could tell you, when I began to change my thinking, when I began to transform my mind, when I began to realize that, you know what, the goal is on the inside of you, and the only way to accomplish the things that we want in life is to get up every single day and to tell ourselves, let's go, let's get it. Go get it, go get, y'all know that song by Mary Mae, go get your blessings. Absolutely, y'all know I can't sing, but I'm saying to each and every one of you today, get up, stop playing, and go get your blessings, because God says that every single thing that we deserve and we desire is absolutely ours. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So as I close out this Wake Up and Win, I'm super excited. You know what? Because lives, for real, are being changed all around the entire world, because there are a group of people. There is a shift. You see, there is a mindset in which people are saying, you know what, let's get up, let's go. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to get in that car, that vehicle, and push the pedal all the way down to the metal. And so if you want to know about something that literally is changing our lives all over the entire world, one yes, for real, because of the visionary of this platform, the Wake Up and Win, Girl Hold My Hand, our coach, Miss Stormy Wellington, because she said yes 3.5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, it resulted in 9 documented millionaires in less than 3.5 months. And when I tell you, I'm excited, when I tell you I can't sleep at night, when I tell you I'm back to taking them naps, when I tell you that the mindset has for real shifted back in order to now get to the next destination, because I know what the first wave did. I know that every single time that you come together collectively and you now as a group of people, you stand strong and you begin to beat that same drum. You begin to sing that same tune. You begin to say, you know what, we are going to get this thing done, that is going to happen. And so I can tell you that I know without a shadow of a doubt, yes, I'm confident. Yes, I know without a shadow of a doubt that in the next 18 months, there's going to be 10 documented millionaires, and all of you should be excited, because I'm going to tell you, if you don't believe that you can be a millionaire, then shame on you. But I can tell you that in the midst of those 10 millionaires, there's going to be a ton. We won't even be able to count them, okay? Documented 6-figure earners, 5-figure earners, all from the part-time, from the comfort of their home. And I say to each and every one of you, will you be one? Are you going to grab a hold of this thing? Are you going to pretend? Are you going to grab a hold and get up and say every day to yourself, let's go? Because I believe I'm going to buy into a vision that's bigger than myself and allow nothing and no one to get in the way. And so tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I can tell you, I don't know if it's going to be Coach Stormy. I don't know who's going to be on the line, but I can tell you it's going to be a documented. I think it's either going to be Coach Stormy or perhaps my husband, Nathan McCray, who will share their story and how we are about to get this thing done in the next 18 months. And so it's a matter of, will you say, I'm going to grab a hold of the vehicle, really? It's a matter of, will you say, I'm going to let go of my situation in order to now create the freedom that I absolutely deserve. So tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you want to meet us back on this line. You want to meet us on Facebook. You want to meet us on Instagram. Just follow 1,000 families and you're going to figure out who will be doing this call tonight, because lives will be changed in the next 18 months. So grab a hold of it. So I can tell you too, city after city after city, you heard none other than our phenomenal host talk about the back to school drives that are definitely taking place. So just pay attention as these are being put together in the different cities and the various locations. And also make sure that you're going out to to be able to give and to definitely give back to the wellfoundation.org, because no matter what the season is, no matter what the time is, there's always going to be a time and an opportunity to be able to bless others, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead, let's close out this Wake Up and Win, as every single one of you this morning are saying, you know what, it's time out. It's time out for the procrastination. It's time out for the pretending. It's time out for living a lie. It's time to go and get the very thing that we know we absolutely deserve. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I set new standards. I defy the odds. I am a leader. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. Why? I am a champion. I am a champion. I am a champion. Everything I touch turns to gold. It's my season. It's my turn. I'm humble. I'm happy. I'm wealthy. I'm strong. I am a champion. I will never be broke another day in my life. And I am living in the fullness of God and all that He has for me and my family. And I am so happy and grateful now that I am in a constant state of attracting all that I deserve and all that I desire. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in a constant state attracting all that I deserve and all that I desire. And I am created for greatness. Be blessed, ladies and gentlemen. Go out, have yourself an incredible day. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's get it, because the big is ready for you. All you gotta do is go out every single day and grab a hold of it, run with that thing, and know without a shadow of a doubt that it belongs to you. See you back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as our incredible host, none other than Mrs. Larissa Barclay, shares forth another rendition of this topic for the week. Let's go. Because all of us, just like Coach Stormy said yesterday, we already awoke, right? We already woke up. Now it's time for us to put some action to it and now to get this thing done. So be blessed. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye, everybody. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Time out for the excuses. Time out for procrastination. Time out for pretending. It's time to get the work. The only way to achieve the very things that we desire is for us to get up and say to ourselves, let's go. Stop worrying about what other people think. Stop worrying about what other people do. Just get up every day and realize and know without a shadow of a doubt that it's your season, it's your turn. Go to work and watch the manifestation of the dream now become a reality. No work, no manifestation. All right. So we got to get up. We got to go for it. We got to get that thing done. So let's get it, y'all. See y'all later. Yes, Mary, the lender, not the borrower. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Sarana. Yes. Thank you, Hazelwood. I see you. Yes, Anita. Let's go. Your work. Welcome, First Lady. I see you. Yes, Twin V. Yes. I see each and every one of you. Mel Matt, great day. Yes, Dee Dee from New York City. Let's get it. Keisha, let's go. Crump, let's go. Magnika, yes, watch the replay. Yes, let's go. All right, Gemma, you already know. Let's go. Y'all get it. Let's go. All right, let's go. Get this thing. It's ours. Make a decision. See y'all later. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Samuel Rose. All right. Thank you. I am Sheila Monique. Thank you. Magnika, let's go. Princess, let's go, darling. Come on, let's go. Deep. Let's go. Yes. All right, I see you, Princess B. You ready? Let's go. All of y'all, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let that thing run deep down in your soul today. For real. Let's go. See y'all later. Bye-bye.